And I hope that you guys are having an absolutely fantastic morning, afternoon, or night, whatever it is when today's video finally reaches you. Today's video, you guys, is very different than anything I ever thought that I would film for my channel, because I have officially jumped on a trend that I've seen starting up, and that is asking a psychic to draw my future husband / life soulmate. Now, one of the biggest reasons that I've always said that I wouldn't do something like this is because I know the consequences of researching or having somebody see your future husband or soulmate. And that is that a lot of times when people who are single or who don't know who they're going to end up with get an imagery of who they think that their soulmate or future husband is, they'll more often than not search for that person all of their life. In the sense that, let's say I tell you your soulmate has dark hair, dark eyes, dark skin, you will forever search for that individual rather than maybe the light-haired, light-eyed, light-skinned individual who's pursuing you. And I believe that life is a series of people that we're meant to come across and experiences that we're meant to have. And I just think that that is something that shouldn't be tampered with. So when I recently saw on TikTok that there was this trend where people were asking psychics who were supposedly 100% accurate to draw their soulmate / future husband, I was intrigued, but I also knew that in me doing this, it wasn't going to be the be-all or end-all for my life. I was a little bit hesitant on doing it until even Sarah reached out to me and said, hey, this would be so much fun for you to do. So in good fun, I decided to reach out to 2 different psychics who claimed to have 100% accuracy in sketching out your soulmate and see if they were anything similar or what the 2 images would be. And they are both back now, and I'm really interested and excited to share them with you guys. So I'm not going to say which psychics I went to, just for the reason that you're not even necessarily supposed to share this with people. Actually, yesterday on Patreon, I was talking to my patrons saying, like, should I share this? This one psychic said that, I'll read you guys what she said, but she basically said that it's not a wise idea to share these images with people. And I believe that it goes back to the fact that if you say who your sure soulmate is and you have an imagery of them, you might be closed-minded and others around you might be closed-minded in your future. But like I said, for me, you guys, this is just for fun and to see what came through. So basically what the first psychic that I saw said is, it said, if you want to know what your future husband looks like, this service is for you. I will use my psychic abilities to create a drawing and include a description of his personality and character. I will also provide an exact time frame for when you'll meet one another. This is for a beautiful, detailed drawing and a description of what your future husband will look like. You'll receive a beautiful, realistic drawing along with a detailed description of his characteristics and personality. This will be a reflection of whom you are going to be with for the long term. In the email you will receive from me, you will find a pencil sketch of your future husband's appearance and a detailed description of his character. I've helped many famous people, singers, actors, and millionaires. I was taught how to do it by my grandmother, who was born and raised in Vatican. My knowledge and skills will help you spot your future husband in a crowd when your paths cross. Throughout my career, I have had thousands of clients already, all with positive and enlightening outcomes. Your order will be completed within 24 hours. The drawing and description of your future husband will be sent via email. 100% accuracy or your money back. If my predictions don't come true within the time frame I provide, you will receive a full refund. No questions asked. And she had really, really great reviews. So I'm not actually going to share the description that she provided solely because I'll read one section of it and you guys will understand. But that was the first psychic that I reached out to. Now, in order for her to say who my soulmate / future husband was, I had to give my first and last name and my date of birth. Now, I actually used my dad's last name, which is not Reese, so I gave a name that wasn't searchable, and it was my first name, that last name, and my date of birth. And I received an image back. Then to be certain, I decided to reach out to another psychic who does the exact same thing with a very similar bio, and I received another image. And I'm gonna insert on the screen right now, image 1 and image 2 of who they drew to be my future husband / soulmate. So when I got them both, what I thought was really cool and really exciting was the similarities in certain aspects of the two images. It wasn't like two different psychics who didn't know each other drew me like two totally different future husbands / soulmates. And they had a lot of similar features. Whoever I'm marrying clearly has great hair, but they also sent me descriptions of them. However, the one psychic said in her description, the information you received is confidential and you should not release it to other souls because the consequences could lead to energy blockage of your aura and it could interfere with the connection between you and him. And then they went on to say different things that are more personal. So I decided not to share like the personal dates and all that stuff, but I wanted to share the images with you guys because what I found that was so fascinating about this whole entire experience is the fact that despite the images being different, there was a lot of similarities between the two, and I was so anxious to ask you guys what you think of it and what you think of the whole entire experience. One of the biggest things that I want to say to you guys is you can't bank on things like this. If you guys do join on the trend and decide to reach out to a psychic to draw your future soulmate or husband or wife or whatever it may be for you, you have to let yourself know that journeys are meant to be journeys. And if your significant other is drawn a certain way and you meet somebody who really, really makes you happy, you shouldn't say no to that solely because you don't think that they're the one for you. I think that that's where this gets really dangerous. For me, I thought that it was just a really cool experience to see what these psychics would draw as far as my significant other and my soulmate and who they would see, especially being two different psychics with no knowledge of one another and what they would draw. But I'm still going to continue my life in a way that makes me happy, regardless of what's been drawn or set in stone or what people think is best for me. But I thought that it would be really cool to jump on this trend for myself and kind of see what the two different images portrayed and if they were similar, if at all. I'm honestly really curious to know what you guys think of the two pictures. I had to come on here and make it a video because I just thought that it was so interesting. So make sure you guys let me know in the comments below what you think of the two pictures and what you think of my personal experience. As I said, it's not going to change how I live my life. I just thought that it was a pretty interesting experience and I wanted to share it with you guys. With that being said, that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit shorter than my other videos, but I thought that it was interesting nonetheless, as it was a recent experience that I had, and I just want to know what you guys think of all of it. With that being said, if you guys are new to my channel or you are just not yet subscribed, but you do enjoy my videos, I would absolutely love it if you would go ahead and click that subscribe button. I am uploading every single day until Halloween, so I would love it if you would join our family. And please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Remember, my loves, do all things with kindness. And until next time, I love you guys.